Our first topic tonight is going to be the topic of self-confidence in the bedroom. And right away, I think also this will bleed into how self-confidence applies outside of the bedroom. But I'd be willing to bet that most people who have any level of self-confidence in the bedroom started at a place that was less confident. So I want to start exploring that idea when we get everybody on the screen. So let me add everybody back in here. And here we go. Everybody's there. Let's start with Kelly. Kelly, did you ever find yourself at a place in life when you weren't as confident in the bedroom, and then maybe something clicked for you? Or I guess I should ask, do you consider yourself a confident person in the bedroom today?
Yes, I am. Very confident.
Is that where you started, or did you have to work to get there?
I think personally for myself, I've always been a sexual being and just very comfortable in my own skin. So I think that's where it all started. And once I got into the adult industry, it just felt a little bit more natural. But this is for myself, so I can't speak for anyone else.
Yeah. Can you say it felt more natural because you were performing in front of people, or did that also translate to your private life, if I could ask about that?
Let me see. Well, for my private life, I never had a problem with being sexual. Like if I like you and we have a nice chemistry together, then that's just what it was. I never felt like I needed to suppress myself or feel timid or feel weird because I like a person. I want to show sexual interest in a person. So when I transitioned and went to the adult industry, because I was comfortable with myself and being sexual, and I didn't mind displaying it on film in front of people.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to invite all of our other panelists. If you have any thoughts on anything that anybody else says, dive in and let's get the conversation rolling. So does anybody have a response to Kelly?
Yeah, my first thought is like, wow, how did that happen for you? Like, I get it. Like, I'm looking at, and I know you too. So I'm like, yeah, you're amazing. Of course you're confident in bed. But I think, like, for me, I was confident in the way that I knew, well, I didn't feel like I should have any shame around sex. But then when it came to knowing or not knowing what my partner would or wouldn't like, that my confidence was really based on that. Like if I thought my partner would like something and turns out they didn't so much, or when I started having sex earlier on, if they would give me direction, that would make me feel like a failure. Or now I'm like, please give me direction. That's amazing. Let's communicate through this so I know what you like. But back then I just took that as, oh, I'm not good at what I'm doing. So it was a real, I would say, challenge and also journey for me to understand what sexual confidence actually was, and that I could have it not based on someone else's opinion of me and my actions around it, which is tricky to navigate if you're having sex with more than just yourself.
Right.
That brings up that bugbear of communication. Well, I was going to throw it to you, Kevin, because we were just talking about that. And I like what Reba brought up.
When I first moved to New York City when I was 18 years old, I had been in the closet and in Ohio, and just not, I was very, very aware that I was gay my entire life, but I didn't feel like I was able to be gay in Ohio back at home. So when I came to New York when I was 18, all of a sudden I'm going to gay bars, but I was terrified. I had so much social anxiety, and I thought that it was all about how charismatic and charming you could be in the bars. I thought you had to be like Oscar Wilde, like with great, like just great repartee and everything. And so I became very shy because I felt like going to gay bars was kind of like auditioning, to get a role or something like that. And it just made me nervous. So I started regularly just going to sex clubs where you don't have to talk. My friends used to joke. They were like, if Kevin's coming out for drinks, he'll be here for a few drinks, about a half hour, and then he'll suddenly disappear. He's going to a dark room where no one has to say anything. They just get straight to the sex. And so it took many years to get out of that habit and start to realize, you know what? You can always find things that you have in common with people, no matter how kinky you are or whatever. You can, you know, just have normal conversations that lead to, oh my gosh, we both like this, that, yeah, let's do that, you know? So it took some real learning and unlearning and relearning over the years of how to communicate, you know, before sexual situations. I was very comfortable when apps came around because I'm a writer. So that gave me the opportunity to start flirting with people via writing, you know, but sometimes that can be really frustrating if the other person isn't any good at that.
I find that so fascinating that you would toddle off to the sex clubs and as a way of setting aside self-confidence that you didn't have. That seems a space to me that would require nothing but confidence to be in.
It's so funny. I used to joke with people. I was like, you know, there's nothing more terrifying than going on like a sit down date, like go to dinner and have to, like, you know, I was like, let's just get our clothes off. Then I can start to be comfortable with you.